Did you know that the Romans didn't rely solely on their legions to conquer territories and protect their cities? Among their most intriguing weapons was a loyal and fierce ally, the Canis Pugnax, a combat dog that served not only as a guardian but also as a true war machine. But what was the origin of this special animal? And how did it become one of the Romans' greatest assets on the battlefield? Stay until the end to uncover surprising details about these incredible dogs and their importance in Roman culture. Dogs always held a special place in Roman society, serving as hunters, guardians, and loyal companions. However, when it came to war, the Romans took the role of these animals to another level. The Canis Pugnax was no ordinary breed. It was the result of crossbreeding robust Greek Molossians with other local breeds, creating an imposing animal. Strong, heavy, and absolutely intimidating. Although the original Molossian breed disappeared over the centuries, its lineage gave rise to dozens of breeds, including the powerful dogs the Romans adapted for their military needs. During the Roman Republic, the use of dogs began to gain more relevance, especially as Rome expanded and absorbed customs from other peoples, such as the Greeks, Germanic tribes, and Gauls, who already used dogs in combat. The Romans saw the potential and decided to create an enhanced version, a large animal, about 60 centimeters tall, with an intimidating bark and a weight between 40 and 50 kilograms. Additionally, these dogs had black coats and territorial behavior, traits that made them loyal and effective both on the battlefield and in guarding camps. The transition of these dogs to the arenas was equally remarkable. During gladiatorial spectacles, which became grandiose events in the Roman world from the 2nd century BC onwards, combat dogs played a fundamental role. The Canis Pugnax was often pitted against other fierce animals, such as lions, bears, and bulls. These battles were not merely a form of entertainment, but also a demonstration of power and control over the animals as well as the audience watching. To ensure peak performance in the arenas, the dogs were treated with extreme care, receiving high-quality food and constant training. Often, the prestige of the dog's owner depended directly on the animal's performance, leading to the dogs receiving more attention than even some slaves. These spectacles, although brutal, showcased the power and ferocity of the Canis Pugnax, earning not only admiration but also respect from those who witnessed the fights. The Romans didn't stop there. They realized that the Canis Pugnax wasn't just a spectacle in the arenas but also a powerful weapon for their military. During military campaigns, these dogs were used to guard camps, track enemies, and, in some situations, even attack opposing troops. One of their greatest advantages was their specialized training. The dogs were taught to distinguish allies from enemies based on smell, clothing, and armor. This skill was essential to avoid mistaken attacks during military operations. Training a dog for war was a meticulous process. It wasn't enough for the animal to be fierce, it needed discipline. For this reason, the dogs were raised alongside legionaries from a young age, learning to identify allies and enemies by smell, tone of voice, and even patterns in armor and clothing. This integration was essential to avoid accidental attacks, especially during moments of confusion on the battlefield. Additionally, the dogs had to obey specific commands, such as advancing, retreating, and ceasing an attack, requiring a level of training comparable to that of the Roman soldiers themselves. In the case of the Romans, the Canis Pugnax acted as a true soldier, disciplined and attentive to orders. Moreover, these dogs were incredibly resilient. They accompanied Roman legions on marches of up to 35 kilometers per day, carrying light equipment and enduring a wide range of climates and terrains, from plains to mountains. During the construction and dismantling of camps' critical moments in any military campaign, the dogs played a vital role as sentinels, protecting the soldiers from potential surprise attacks. But what made the Canis Pugnax so special compared to other breeds? Beyond its physical strength, there was something unique about its personality. These dogs were trained to be loyal unto death, a trait that impressed both the Romans and their enemies. A remarkable account involves the wars between the Romans and the Cimbri. Even after their owners were defeated, the dogs continued to fight fiercely, defending the territory with a determination that significantly delayed the advance of Roman troops. This unbreakable loyalty was both admired and feared. A striking example of the use of these dogs occurred during the reign of Emperor Marcus Aurelius. The famous column of Marcus Aurelius, built in 193 AD, depicts scenes from the emperor's military campaigns and includes representations of dogs accompanying the troops. However, the exact role of these animals in battles remains uncertain. It is unclear whether they were used as combatants or served exclusively as guardians and trackers. What is undeniable is that the dogs were an integral part of Roman military life, treated with respect and often receiving more care than many slaves. This dedication to dogs wasn't limited to the military. In Roman society, they were seen as family members, and when they died, many were given tombs and gravestones in their honor. The relationship between the Romans and their dogs was deeply symbolic, reflecting values such as loyalty, courage, and companionship qualities that the Romans admired in both their soldiers and their animals. Even with limited records of their use in battles, the importance of dogs to Roman culture is undeniable. Some historians believe that dogs were used more as guardians and trackers than as direct combatants on the battlefield. Nevertheless, their presence was essential. In addition to protecting camps and participating in arena spectacles, they helped project an image of strength and power, reinforcing the idea that even animals were disciplined and useful to the empire. Now we want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this special relationship between the Romans and their dogs? Leave your comment and share your ideas. Also, if you want to learn about the secrets behind the Roman legions, how Rome built the most powerful army in history, what happened in Europe after the fall of the Roman Empire, and, of course, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to keep exploring the fascinating world of ancient Rome. See you next time.